Okay, good morning, Rabbi Sai. This is just our final offering. We're continuing in Pirkei Avos with the commentary of Rabbeinu Yona. We're learning Avos, Parak Beis, Mishnah Vav. We're continuing to learn the teachings of the great Shalem, Hillel, where Hillel once saw Afhura Golgoilas Achas. He also saw a skull Shetzafa al Pnei Hamayim that was floating on the water. Amar La, he said to it, Al da'ateft atfuch, because you killed, you were killed. V'soif, the end will be mitifayach, those who drowned you, yetufun, they will be drowned. What is the meaning of this Mishnah? There are many questions you could ask on this Mishnah. Why does the Mishnah begin with the word af? After all, you're not supposed to start with the word af. What is it, the af even going on? Why is the Mishnah in Aramaic? But let's see what Rabbeinu Yona says. Right, Soloimar. Al shaharakt, because you killed. V'garam talhatzav golgolas hanerag, and you caused the skull of this slain to float. Haraguch v'hitziful golgosech. Because you caused a skull to float, you were killed, and your skull floated. V'shaloi kedin asu, and whoever killed you did not act properly. Uchi'ilu dam naki shafachu, and it's like they spilled innocent blood. Hu hadavar aleihem, that will happen to them. Ki ein bedin laharoig haroitzeach, acha bezin al pi haTorah. There's no way to kill a murderer, only a court through the law of the Torah. V'chol ha'hargoi chayv misa. Anyone who kills even a murderer is chayv misa. Ho ve'ein damai maser biyadai shel hareg lahargoi. The blood of a murderer is not given over for someone else to kill them. Umimnei kach, because of this, lasoif, in the end, mitzifayach yitzifum. Others will do to them like they did to your brothers. Meaning, in the end, for someone who killed you, those who killed will be killed. Ki al keniya hadavar hazeh. Therefore, this matter was shekulam hayu chayavim megalgal and chiyav al yedei chayav. So, what exactly is this Mishnah doing here? What is the connection between this Mishnah and the previous Mishnah, where Hillel said, someone who's completely empty will not fear sin, someone who is unlearned will not be righteous, someone who is ashamed will not learn, someone who has hakpada cannot teach, someone who works a lot will not increase his wisdom, and in a place where there is no one to reprimand yourself, you need to do that. In a place where there's no one as great as you, you need to strive for people who are even on a higher level. What exactly is the connection here? Rabbeinu Yona learned in the previous Mishnah that one of the themes of the Mishnah is that you always have to be concerned for the remote possibility. That's how Rabbeinu Yona learned the Mishnah before. Don't say that something won't be heard. Ultimately, it will be heard. Don't say, I'll learn when I have time. You might not have time. That, so to speak, taught us a very valuable lesson. The valuable lesson is, you need to be concerned in this world. You need to be concerned even for a remote possibility. Therefore, because of that caution a person has to take, perhaps Hillel is adding, since we have to be very cautious, you really need to be concerned that without the proper education, without the proper learning, a person will not accomplish in this world. Don't say, yeah, I'll learn even if I'm ashamed. No, maybe you need to be concerned that if you're ashamed and you don't ask that one question that could clarify the whole matter, you will not you will not be successful in learning. In other words, from Mishnah Dalet, Hillel taught us a very important lesson. That when it comes to ruchnias, a person has to be concerned for a remote possibility. Don't say, yeah, when I retire I'll learn. Who says you'll make it to then? Don't say, yeah, I'll tell Pliny and nobody will hear about it. No, maybe people will hear about it. Therefore, Hillel continues to teach. Don't say, okay, I'm a Baishan, I'll learn anyway, I'll accomplish anyway, even if I don't ask that question. Or, I'll make time to learn even if I'm marbe b'schaira. Or I'll grow in ruchnias even if I don't challenge myself so much. No, if you don't take advantage of every last opportunity and possibility, you may not accomplish your mission in this world. So, af hu ra golgolas achas. Hillel also saw this golgolas. Maybe this somehow reinforces the theme that Hillel is teaching. And he said, look, you may not have thought that the person, you may not have thought that because you drowned somebody, you would be drowned someday. But look, it happened to you. You didn't think that would happen. You figured, you know what, I'll kill someone and I'll get away with it. You weren't, oh, well, look at you now. Now you're floating in the water. So the remote possibility that you should have been afraid of happened to you. Maybe that's why it says, Af hu ra golgadas achas. Somehow this event reinforced what Hillel was teaching until now, that one has to be concerned for the remote possibility and not to, so to speak, just whitewash it and say, nah, nothing will ever happen. No, Hillel said, things happen in this world. And therefore, you should know that those who drowned you, one day it will get back at them. Maybe that's why this story is not just a random narrative that happened in Hillel's life, but somehow this reinforces the theology of Hillel, which is, as Rabbeinu Yona said in Mishnah Daled, Shetzarach Adam Lizar min ha'efsharos. Okay, Rabbi Isai, I wish everybody a wonderful Shabbos. Bracha v'hatzlacha. Good to see everyone. Kol tov.